Okay. Okay. Very well. Very well. Okay. Okay. Very well.
Well... Alrighty.
Very well.
Perhaps he'd be kind enough to do another feature on our inn. Why don't you stop on by? Drinks are on the house.
There! Ha! Ha!
You see, the two of us were once part of the Order of the Moonlight Horse, an organization of assassins. 14 years ago, Ouroboros destroyed the Order, but they extended a hand to the two of us and brought us into the fold. Although they did not do the same for many of its other members. The society is a small group of elites, and they only accept the best and brightest. Fortune had not abandoned them, however. Shortly after, another villainous group was nearly wiped out in a major operation. My companion here herded the lost sheep of both groups and let them form their own flock. Oh, you do not need to think of it as helping us. You may instead think of it as entering a mutually beneficial relationship, where our goal is simply to use one another for our own ends. My, they really don't trust you, do they? Well then, have a lovely rest of your day. Well, good host or no, that man is a veritable monster. He's almost as bad as our friend in the silly blue coat.
Asshole! Don't you think it's a little too steamy in here?
Yes? Thank goodness, I finally got through. Never mind that. That's just a diversion. Hurry back to the city right away. There's a tea party getting started over here. They've only just arrived, fortunately, so we should be able to hold the fort until you get back. But you have to hurry.
You keep your mouth shut! Just who do you think you are? Who gave you the right to speak? I don't care if you are student council president at Aramis. This is none of your...
I am here as a special advisor for Liberal's ZCF. I also serve as a negotiator representing the Epstein Foundation. In other words, I'm here to speak up against anything that threatens their interests, which this has. Now, do I have the right to speak?
Alrighty. Alrighty.
Welp.
I can't fathom why they only react to on yes either. It does feel as though the Mafia knows a fair amount about them, though.
The steam feels quite pleasant.
晚上好 Good evening, guys! It feels like I haven't talked to you in ages.
Get down and dirty?
Goodness, I wonder what that could mean. He really can't help himself, can he? Wow, everything's all white. sorry for leaving her with you all this time, Reset.
Not at all. We've had a lovely time together.
Leave the washing to me whenever you're ready. I want to help wash the boys too. Can I?
I suppose it might be fine if it's just you.
We'll have to get there and the owner's okay later. Flash!
Is something wrong?
Not at all. I'm sorry.
We just couldn't help looking at you.
Oh, were you concerned with how my artificial body is faring?
Oh, it's not that. If anything, it's the opposite. I forgot it's artificial.
That's quite the compliment. I'm not going out of my way to hide anything, so you can look all you like if the sight doesn't displease you.
You have to squint to notice anything different at all. Oh, I see it now.
This is the joint between two of my artificial parts. All it takes is to wear something over it, and nary a person is likely to notice. Still, while I may sound like an expert, I've only had this body for a year.
I see.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound like I was holding knowledge over you. It's a rather complex story, and much of it is confidential. I wish I could tell you if I'm being truthful.
No, you don't need to apologize. You've gone out of your way to do what you can for us in spite of your limitations. If anything, you've been doing more than you should. It makes me, well, I can't help but compare myself to you and feel a little inadequate. You, yes?
You see, I have numerous skills and knowledge because I was intended to be that way. My skills have been refined and my body modified to best serve my purpose. However, the both of you also have roles that only you can fulfill. Roles that I suspect are much more important to Arkwright Solutions than my own.
You really think so? I don't know. That's kind of hard to imagine.
Don't worry about it too much for now. Just try to take it to heart as wisdom from your elders. To add, while my body might differ from that of an ordinary human's, I am still 20 years old, as I once told you all. I'm not an enchantress who is much older than she appears, or anything to that effect.
Understood. Good to know, Reset. We're so close in age, and yet she's so much wiser than me.
What's an enchantress?
Oh, Yume!
Are you all talking about work? I want to help you all when I'm big too. Grandpa said I couldn't, but I'm not gonna listen to him.
I'm sure hearing that would make him a bit sad.
I know I'd be happy to have you on the team, though. Oh, for sure.